Hey everybody, it's Paul from Karis Pen Co, and I'm here to announce the final special release project for the month of April 2020. So this is the last release, and I'll have to explain a little bit about it because it was initially not meant to be really a true kind of like commemorative piece, and it's not really. It has that a little bit, but it doesn't have as much of what we normally do for that. So this is technically the 245th anniversary release of Paul Revere's Midnight Ride. We wanted to release just a pin on that day. And this was the pin that we set aside for that. A really dark purple, matte purple, fluted bolt with black hardware on it. So this got planned out. I planned out this release in early to mid-February, that this pin was going to be released on that day. And it was just going to be a pin, just say, hey, on the day, the 245th anniversary of the Midnight Ride, we're just throwing out our Midnight Ride pin. And then that didn't happen because we couldn't get stuff done quickly enough. The anodize wasn't done fast enough for us to do that, and had to source other pieces. So it just kind of got pushed back. So we decided to go ahead, and since we had to wait, I decided I would find a couple things that we could add on to it. We do a sticker, and I would add on an art piece from American historic art that we would just kind of print off and throw in there that kind of echoed the theme, this color scheme, and the Midnight Ride. And I had no idea what I was going to find, and I found this piece of sheet music that was released in 1918. It is the cover art for the sheet music of Paul Revere's Won't You Ride For Us Again. Really awesome piece of art on the Library of Congress site. I was just looking for art in general on Google image search, and this came up, and with the colors being different shades of purple and black, it just really fit with the pen. And high resolution artwork on there that allowed us to just print it off and kind of throw it in. It's really cool. And then there is, if you're familiar, I'm a huge fan. I write poetry, but I'm a huge fan of reading poetry. And I remember that in 1862, Henry Wadsworth Longfellow released Paul Revere's Ride, which is probably the most famous written piece about Paul Revere that's out there. Longfellow was kind of an activist, an abolitionist, and he'd released different things, anti-slavery poems, and worked in that, and books of poetry. And then so he wrote this kind of, I think, as a call to arms, like, hey, look at what's going on around you. And it was he wrote it in 1860. It was published, I believe, the first time in 1861. And we've printed that on the back because I think it's a great piece of American poetry. I remember reading it for the first time when I was a teenager. And the use of it, and his use of it was very striking in why he wrote it. There's quite a bit of history behind it. And then G, our designer, created a really cool piece of artwork as a sticker. We don't usually do square stickers in this, so we went with a square sticker on this one. Same kind of color schemes, a lot of blues and purples and blacks. There's a couple bolts in there, like they're riding out with their muskets, but they're bolts instead. Just kind of a piece that we threw in. But the initial design was really just to release as kind of a cool way to release this dark purple fluted bolt. So it is like our fluted bolts in the past. Super hard tumbled. I believe we did these for 6 hours just to get that really nice feel to it. And then we sent it off to be anodized, and we never have any idea what we're going to get back in terms of the colors that they could vary. Like if you see these two you know, same anodizer, completely different shades of violet, purple. And this is what we got back. I was super excited about this color because it is a really, really awesome shade. One that I don't think we've ever got this shade before, but it looks spectacular on this pen with the black hardware and the flutes that everybody's really digging right now. So unique piece. We really wanted to put this out. We get a lot of requests for purple. The purple fluted or the Plum Crazy retracts went over really well. So much so that we had to do a second batch of these. And so this is going to be, you're going to get one of these, not two of these. I just have this one out so you can see the back because we were shooting photos. But basically what you're going to get the pen, you're going to get the sticker, and this is going to come in a protective sleeve that I've got for these plastic sleeve. So it'll keep that, you know, so it's not going to get damaged or anything like that. We got this limited edition release again. We only did 75 of these pens. We really think that it's an awesome release, something that's cool. Hopefully you guys, you know, that are big Fluted Bolt and purple and black fans will dig it too. So that one's coming in the next couple. Actually, it'll be live by the time this video posts. This one's actually going to be posted up at $70 for the whole shebang. So, you know, not a ton of money compared to some of the other Fluted Bolt releases. 75 of these. If you have any questions about it, or, you know, just have questions about different things with this, or questions in general, post them down in the comments below or send us a message. We're always willing to hear what you have to say about that. If you're curious about some of the history behind the Paul Revere's ride, there will be a little bit more information on that in the purchase page on this, and then in the email that goes out. If you're not a member of our newsletter, there's a link below as well. Go ahead and click on that and sign up for our newsletter. It's a way to quickly get access to products like this, because we usually send out a newsletter before we post the videos of these. A little bit before or on the same day, but that's the easiest way to stay in contact. So there you go. There you guys have it. The 245th anniversary of Paul Revere's ride, Midnight Ride. Kind of cool release that we've got going on, and just stay in contact with us, and you'll definitely be seeing some really cool stuff coming out in May. That's another reason that you're going to want to sign up for the newsletter specifically, because it's got a whole bunch of stuff that you've been asking for coming in May. But this one wraps up April. And until next time, guys, I appreciate you tuning in. Talk to you soon.